The term kind is often used to describe someone who listens well, is obedient, docile, or gentle in a way that doesn't irritate others. Nowadays, it's frequently used to describe pets, usually in a master-servant context. Do you often hear that you're kind? It's not necessarily a compliment. It means you are being described as obedient and easy to manage. For example, if someone says, the employee is very kind, it means the boss finds it easy to manipulate them. If you truly want to compliment an employee, you should say things like, a capable employee, a responsible employee, or a diligent employee, which are specific and meaningful. So why is it that people only say someone is kind? It's because if you call someone capable, you have to give them the corresponding reward. The boss knows that if they compliment the quiet, obedient employee as capable, they'll have to offer a better treatment in return. In times when class systems existed, the privileged classes emphasized the importance of being kind to their servants. It was a form of gaslighting. To be kind meant to follow their orders, not oppose them, and not rebel. Be kind and live like a servant, silently accepting your fate while serving the privileged. The elite used the term kind to describe those who didn't challenge the established order and obeyed without question. The reason why people are often stingy with praise and more active in criticism or gossip goes back to the culture of the ruling class. Praising someone beneath you could lead them to feel empowered and difficult to control. Instead of giving praise, they would highlight mistakes and suppress the person's spirit, all while calling them kind to gaslight them, and later disparaging them behind their back. Ultimately, the expression kind is a tool used by those in power to impose a specific frame on others. Do poor people tend to be kind? What do you think? Most poor or lower class individuals are often framed as kind, a frame of weakness and powerlessness. Who created this? It's another form of brainwashing, imposed by the privileged class. Much like the caste system in India, where some people are treated worse than animals and live in constant oppression and humiliation without rebellion. The society expects the poor and powerless to live quietly and submissively. But do the poor actually follow public morals or obey laws better than others? In fact, the opposite is true. If you look at accident rates or crime statistics, the differences are often significant depending on the area where people live. This shows how meaningless and unrealistic the word kind really is. When people casually use the word kind, it implies good, quiet, and gentle. Instead of saying someone is kind, it's better to say they have an excellent attitude, they have a gentle personality, or they are quiet and responsible. I, too, might be considered kind by some. I live quietly, obediently, and with gratitude within a frame that others have set, but I dislike being called kind. I want to be a person with ability, responsibility, excellent character, and integrity. An ignorant and unwise person can also be kind, but their kindness can lead to bigger problems and enormous social costs. Being kind can sometimes cause harm to others. The culture of calling someone kind when they are naive is definitely problematic. If someone calls you kind, ask them, in what specific way? Am I kind? If they hesitate or stumble when answering, it's a clear sign that what they really mean is, you're easy to manage. Don't get trapped in the brainwashing of being kind for the sake of appearing kind. Instead, live in a way that you are recognized for your abilities, sincerity, and excellent character, and be treated accordingly.